Couple tools for crimping cable lugs. The Chinese one, well, a kind of brand, Someline, that you can buy on Amazon for 40, with some set of cable lugs that I already lost somewhere. And the real German tool, and really made in German, Klauke or Klauke, I don't know how to pronounce it. 250 up to 450 euros. I bought it for 80, used one in good conditions. After I crimped with that one, I decided to compare them both, and let's try to figure out if they will be crimping in the same way, Chinese and German one. We will not only be crimping here, but also we will cut to see the result of crimping. We will also try a heavy stuff again for checking the result of crimping. Yeah, so, and I'm doing this for myself, for my project in this board during several months. So sometimes there will be like jumping from one subject to another. But anyway, I have, I believe, a good description there, and you can just jump to the subject you are interested in, and that's it. So let's crimp. About the right cable lugs for the marine application. Yeah, we are in the marine application, we are talking about marine. I have another video, the link is there in the description below. So this video will be about crimping, about tools, and yeah, a lot of cable lugs will be covered, but about the right cable lug for the marine application, see the video in the link. So they look pretty similar. Yeah, so the principles of crimping are the same, they look the same, so to me it looks like they will be doing the job in the same way without any difference. However, I don't know yet, so we will try to figure out together with you. What lugs to use? Interesting question. Well, actually there is a rule that brand manufacturers and people whose profession is to crimp this daily, not like me, just for fun, let's say. Well, they know this rule that the lug and the tool should be from the same manufacturer. This is not the tool. So if you have Klauke, yeah, I use Klauke, made in German, cable lug, then you have to use also Klauke tool. Yeah, why? There are like standards, there should be. Well, is it marketing? I think no. Yeah, so it's the manufacturer who producing this, there is some room for different like different style of production with the same parameters. They know their lug and they do the tool and they match them, so that's the right way. I use Klauke that fortunately Wurth can sell here in Finland, and from Amazon DE I also found Kalitec, and they are not manufacturer, and it seems they also sell Klauke. So yeah, but they have this 90-degree that I cannot buy locally. That is awesome. In the US you have Ancor, the same company that sell, yeah, that one. Yeah, I didn't buy them. They are, by the way, quite expensive, and I don't think they better. Yeah, well, however, I bought a lot of stuff from Mauser and I wanted to present it to you. So the right lugs that are suitable for marine industry without inspection hole, you can see the link about the right lugs in the description. So I bought several of them, and guys, I didn't like them. I will now include my experience when I tried to use this Panduit, and I mark something for me. I tried to crimp it with the right size. It's, by the way, here. Yeah, and it didn't succeed. Then I crimped with 16, which is absolutely wrong. Yeah, and let's see and make some conclusions. Well, I applied 16 on the tool. I decided to do this way, yeah. I told you don't do this, and in general you should not. So I will cut this, and that's it. I tested, of course, now it's strong. So, was it the wrong tool? Bad tool? Well, not really bad. Not the best, but not bad. Is it bad luck from Panduit? Well, I don't think so. It looks also like good quality, thick. Yeah, so it's just about not matching the tool and the luck. So it really doesn't make sense to buy different types of lugs on Mauser and experiment with them. You have to stick with some brand, and if you can find their tool, then use their tool. Let us now cut it and see what happens when we use 16 on millimeters on 25. I'm not sure that we will notice some bad things, especially with my style of cutting, but just let's see. And what we see here, I think we see quite perfect crimping without any air. Maybe this is the air part, I'm not sure. Without any air gaps, I think. So why not to crimp 25 or 16? I don't know. If you know, let me know. By the way, these are Kalitec and Klauke, and the shape is different, so both are made in Germany. I think they are about standards. Yeah, I think they are against some standards. However, the shape is different, but maybe surface is the same and the thickness of the material the same. So yeah, and they give you place for two crimping. So I did one. Well, no, you have to make two. Guys, look what I noticed about Ancor real marine grade cables. Yeah, I have another video about these cables, but they have gauge 4 black and red, and they are designed differently. I don't know the right terminology, but you can see it's like a lot of copper, tinted copper cables there, and the same is there, but the structure is different. I don't know how it's to explain, but I think you understand what I mean. And this is softer than this one. I'm quite surprised why it's built different. If you know, let me know. But because I stripped this one, we will try this one first with two tools. One Klauke and second this cheap tool. This black cable, by the way, sits a little bit with some room in compare with the red one. The cable is American system gauge 4, but this Klauke is for 25 millimeters. Still, this was quite okay. So we will now know what happens. So this Klauke made this Mark 25. I put it a little bit in the wrong place. It should be up. Well, that's better for experiment, maybe. We will check what is there. And this cheap, let's say cheap tool, I think make no difference. It seems it's press even more. This stuff is wrong because it means that the tool doesn't work correctly, but in general I think they're the same, or this even press stronger, but the quality of tool is not about strong, about correct value actually. So I will try to cut here and here with Grinch, so I don't have the right tool to cut, but let's see. So guys, this is with the cheap tool. I think it looks quite nice. Probably some air gap. You can see that is from the opposite side. I think looks also quite well, and that's the place where Klauke we cut. So I think it's even better. No air gap, I think. Yeah, so, and this side we don't consider because it's too far. But I think both make the right crimping, but looks like, yeah, Klauke doesn't make air gaps in compare with this one that looks like have it. I'm quite unsure about it, but anyway, yeah, that's quite fine, I think. So this is Kalitec from Amazon.de. I think the manufacturer is also Klauke. At least it's made in German. Here I made Crimping 25 by Klauke, and the next one by cheap tool. Yesterday I didn't make the video about it, so I decided to cut and look at this place as well, because of the red cable, different structure. Let's see. I don't know, by the way, if cut with this kind of tool makes some difference, but well, when I look at this, it's absolutely perfect. Here is a little bit strange, like air gap. This is Klauke side, okay, and this is cheap tool side. I'm not sure what it is, but I think both are quite well. And of course, it's not just about tool, it's about them. So as I told, if I'm going to use different kind of stuff from Mauser, well, probably I will not succeed. I will check if I still have cable. I will try to experiment at the end of this video. Well, I researched them under the microscope and I found no problems at all. No any air gaps, nothing bad, and quite a good crimping with both cheap and expensive. Sorry. Tool. So, well, they both work well. You can now go in. So here between loads, 4 loads between switches, I have to make connection. So I decided after several options that I will make this short bridge with 2 cable lugs for 16mm square or gauge 6, and this 10M10. So, and that is going to be Klauke, which is here, and with this nice cable. Yeah, so it's not Ancor. Another one in my video about cables, you can see it. It's kind of hard but tinted copper. So let's see how it goes. Well, guys, these Chinese tend to make this stuff which is wrong, yeah? So it looks like it press more than required. Is it good to press more? Well, good to press exactly amount that is required, yeah? So we use Kalitec cable lock and Kalitec tool, so this should be perfect. I don't want to cut anymore. I think that experiment with 25 is enough. Well, the problem that it is like gauge 6 and not 16 millimeters exactly. So that's the problem when you use European cable lugs and American cable system. So that might be a problem. Well, I don't think that this, hey, please focus, please. This one is a big problem. I don't even want to cut it here, to remove it here. So the opposite side, I will try first with the Chinese here and Klauke here. But otherwise, I think it's quite fine. Here I crimped 16 or gauge 6 cable, and now we will test how strong is it. That simple testing construction, that's the only heavy stuff I have, except myself. So, well, it should be 17 if I remember, kilos, about 15 kilos, yeah. Well, 17 kilos is not much. That's how I stripped. It's not a problem. So I don't see any problem. Guys, I have tried gauge 10, so 6 millimeters square. And it's absolutely nice crimping. Absolutely nice and perfect. And what is here? So it was 6 with Klauke, yeah, tool. That's the minimum the tool can do, as well as this Chinese. But I don't want to use this on small sizes. Maybe I will try. So, and here, this is attempt to use this tool. Yeah, I really liked that tool on small sizes, like, no, please focus. Yeah, okay, this 0.5, 1.5, 2.5. So on the small sizes, we are talking about them in another part of this video. So in another video, yeah, so I really liked, but when you try to crimp, in my case 6, so gauge 10, you can't do this. It's ratchet type. You cannot release it in the middle of the way. You can release it only when you finally did the crimping, and you can't push it till the end on that cable. So I had to release this stuff with help of pliers. So yeah, it's suitable for small, only for small stuff. So you have to use that kind of tool even for gauge 10. Well, guys, I will still show you gauge 6 crimping with Chinese tool. No, I don't show you with that tool because, well, as I explained, I will just stuck in the middle and will need to release with pliers. So it doesn't make sense. It's quite fat. It's because it is good German cable lock. So on the Chinese, I said it's not that convenient like on the German one. So I set 6 and then do, where is 6? I will set and then do crimping. Guys, look at this. Yeah? Let's try with Klauke here for the full experiment, for the honest experiment. Are you able to make your own conclusion? Does it mean that this tool is bad? Well, please decide yourself, but this is another proof that the tool and the clamp should be from the same manufacturer. If I would use, not the clamp, but cable lock, if I would use the cable lock from the same Chinese manufacturer, would it have that stuff? Well, I don't know. The tool is bad? I don't know. So please make, from this point, make your own conclusion. Well, bad or good, there is such definition like well synchronized. I recall this. And look what means not well synchronized. Yeah. So you can do crimping and you will get something like that one or this one. Yeah. Well, maybe not that worst, but you got the idea. Yeah. They are not well synchronized. Something that you won't see on the German tool. Well, first it looks like they also kind of non-synchronized, but there is no any left. Luft. So yeah, guys. So well, I'm not going to use it. I'm not. Make your own conclusion, please. So well, guys, the final test. Well, for me it's final. I don't know where I will put this in my video. 25 millimeters again, gauge 4. Crimping with Chinese tool, then testing with this 15-17 kilo battery, Wurth battery, and that's it. That will be the final test, and I will continue do my own job without shooting video. Yep. Well, crimp it again. This stuff. Let's test. Learn to make your own conclusion. Don't expect anything from me. Just take a look what a piece of art when you use the right professional tool and good cable locks. So let's test it. I'm sure I apply the force more than 17 kilo with the battery, so no problems at all. So look, something else to show you. The cable is 16 millimeters, yeah. So it's even a little bit higher than gauge 6. So which means that if I use the cable lock for gauge 6, it could be really tough. But look at this, for example, Molex from Mause, that one. Look at this. And another one, Panduit also for 6 gauge. And look, it even Wurth. I don't want to crimp them for the testing, it's just so bad. And look, for example, Klauke. Look how it fits. And guys, not because of the difference between metric and imperial. Once again, 16 millimeters is more than gauge 6, little bit. So gauge 6 cable glands should be really tough. Make your own conclusion, please. No, I can't resist not to crimp them. Let's do this. This Panduit, the worst one. Let's try with the professional tool and see. So I first strip it. Guys, we come back to our initial discussion. Is it a bad tool, bad cable lug, or they are not compatible? Well, in that case, guys, it's a bad cable lug. Yeah, so the tool is professional, but you see the cable and the cable lug, they don't match. I don't know how these Panduits do this stuff, and I'm sure Molex will be the same. So let's imagine you order them and you're trying to crimp them. You won't be successful. And let's now imagine if you ordered some junk from AliExpress, eBay or Amazon. Just imagine. Guys, it really doesn't make sense to test any of other Mauser solutions from Mauser. You have to buy cable lugs from the same manufacturer, the tool of which you have, and buy them locally, understand them, how they look, how to work with them, and just stick with them. And for the marine industry, it's especially difficult to find the right tinted copper, 99% copper, with good wall, with that is done against the right standard. Look how good is it, how solid it is, without inspection hole. So I found a lot of on the Mauser, but they are all bad. Except, by the way, guys, one from the Wurth here, for example. So you can buy from the Wurth because that will be what I have. So it will be Klauke, actually. So that will be the right one that you can crimp with Klauke tool, or probably with this Chinese or some tool like that. So don't always blame your tool. It's mostly about the cable lugs. So the only option, you need to search on Mauser for them from the Wurth. Conclusion. Well, try to make conclusion yourself. You have the material from me, yeah? Of course, I will be using this one, Klauke, German one, because I have it. So if you are doing this professionally, you will probably also want to buy this, to spend $200, $400, euros, doesn't matter. So, or find the used one as me. Then, of course, you have to use this one. What about Chinese options? Yeah, I don't know how long will last this one, and I will not know because I will use this. So, but I know that some other tools have this crimping. I don't know how these wheels call, thin. So then it's quite bad. So, or they will not be synchronized. Again, it's a bad solution then. So you have material from me, so make your own conclusion. And because no conclusion in this video, I hope it means that you will subscribe and like this video. logical. Maybe not, but why not? In the next part we will be crimping all small stuff, and yeah, there are a lot of things to think about. Yeah, look how many different crimping. I already have some material, the same mess like in this video. I have also different types of tool, a lot of tools here, maybe in the board somewhere over there. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, and also we will be crimping this stuff. Have a nice day, bye.